Good noon, everybody. This is my pointer. This is one of my 28 pages to salvation in the New Testament. It's all you need to read is 28 pages. The last 6 letters of Paul that end with grace be, written in the last 6 years of his life from Rome. Okay, it's after he got to Rome the first time. 60 to 62 AD, the Great Fire in Rome, 64, Paul's death, 64 to 68 AD. There's a window in there. Okay, now, Paula is checking out my teachings more than Dave Richholt. Also, Billy's in the race. He's in the top 5. When you race stock cars, the top 10 are called the hot dogs. In other words, they're the 10 fastest cars that win all the money. all the better money, I should say, in amateur stock car racing. That's what I did for 2 years. Okay, so much for that. I'm trying to give you a key and a shortcut, the finish line. You need to read the finish line. Let's start with a quick look here. Can you see what looks like a wall with a door? But on this side of the wall is Galatians. Oh, you foolish Galatians. They were in the middle of Turkey, Asia, that fell away from Paul. And the Hebrews. Paul had a burden for getting Jews saved to Israelite Messiah, the Messiah of Israel, Christ of Israel, change in the priesthood, change in the law. But Hebrews ends with grace be. That's the secret to the finish line. All the grace be letters. Did you get that one, guys? Paula especially. You got to get from this court, outside the door, through the wall of division and enmity. Did you hear that one? The dividing wall. The Lord took down the enmity between the Jew and the Greek. The dividing wall between the Jew and the Greek. Now you can go through the door that says to Gentiles, if you go beyond this court to this court, you'll be put to death. That's in Judaism, not in the Lord. But you must die to the desires of the flesh. All right? So, I almost ran a rabbit right there. So, finish line of Hebrews. Last 2 chapters of Hebrews. Last 2 chapters of Galatians. Go through the door and you get to the 6. Colossians to Ephesians. Chapter 1 with chapter 1. Chapter 2 with chapter 2. Colossians and Ephesians end with grace be in the last verse of the letter. So do 3 other letters end with grace be. 1 Timothy, Titus, 2 Timothy, in that order. 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, or 1 Timothy, Titus 3:5. Titus 3:5. When I repeat, it's important. 2 Timothy, all end with grace be. And Philippians starts with grace be in King James in the first chapter, that I may know him. Personal relationship in Philippians 3:10, that I may know him and his love and his truth and his light. This is the shortcut. This is reading the finish line. Read the finish line of Galatians, Hebrews, Colossians and Ephesians together. Colossians and Ephesians together. Chapter 1 with chapter 1. Chapter 2 with chapter 2. But we're talking about the finish line. The last 2 chapters of both letters. The last 2 chapters of Titus. The last 2 chapters of 1 Timothy. The last 2 chapters of 2 Timothy. And from 3:10 to the end of Philippians. Did you get that one, Paula? In how long? Whoa, less than 5 minutes. That was a fast, heavy-duty spiritual teaching on how to get the deep higher spiritual revelation, spiritual understanding, spiritual knowledge, and spiritual wisdom of the last 6 letters of Paul that end with grace be. That is the key. Grace be. Love you. Bye.